You may have noticed that my environment, the lighting, my clothes, all of this might have changed. Here's why. I just received Serpentor. This is me in the past. I couldn't wait to open the carton, so I didn't want to wait. So while you're going to have to wait for me to record the rest of this, I get to open him right now.
Hey, kid. Yeah, you. Everyone thinks toys are fun, but this is a channel for adults. Yeah, I said it. If you're under the age of 18, go get your parents before you come in here. If you're under the age of 13, scram! Let's get on with the show.
Now, I give Hasbro a lot of crap, and I'm going to talk a bit about price in this. But I will say they included the box in this package, which had some padding. It was a little bit ineffectual. But here's the thing. The actual toy was in this shipper box, which aside from some serial numbers, you're not told what it is. That box doesn't tell you what it is, and this does protect the box pretty well. However, my box still did arrive with some damage. Not really damage, but you'll see what I mean here in a minute. If you look here, this is not in alignment. And it's bulging over here. And I'm not sure if this is because the whole toy had shifted this way during transit or what. And I think that with some aggressive taping, this will stay in place for display. It's not actual damage, but on the same token, given all the trouble that they went to put this in two different shipper boxes, if they'd really taken the extra few seconds to pad that outer box better, this would have come in much better shape. Now, I don't see any dings. I don't see any scratches. So, overall condition is good. This bulge bothers me a bit, and I assume it is from the shipping, given that the padding inside did not completely, keep this secure from moving. But I can never know for sure. I wanted to call this out because, again, when you're paying as much as this toy cost, you expect it to arrive in completely pristine condition. Now, that is a small gripe. I will admit it is a small gripe, and I'm very happy that he arrived relatively unscathed as far as I know. But the fact remains that more could have been done, especially for the price that I paid. Now, one of my favorite things about this package is that this sleeve here comes off and you can put it back on. It is held in place by some tape. To be able to just... Oh, wait, there's one more. I lied. There's one more. I didn't see it. It's up top. So it looks like there's 4 contact points. There we go. All right. Comes right off. It's in good shape. Best thing about that is that even when I take the figure and the chariot out, I can re-put this box together and keep it for display purposes. Again, when you have a premium product like this, I think it's great to have this. Also, because I have been parting ways with all of my G.I. Joe boxes, because I can't turn into one of those people that keep boxes generally. This one will be specifically nice to keep, because it is worthy of it. Alright, the box is gatefold, like so. You see? And he looks to be in excellent condition overall. Looks like you can get him out right from the front in his bubble. And you have to do some other things to get the weapons out. There's the bottoms here are taped to get the weapons out. So there's a tray in there you'll be able to pull out and put back in. So reboxing is 100% possible. And to look in more at our problematic side, this is going to be the one that I open, because I'm going to have to reseal it right here, and that will keep it shut. So for all my whining about possible damage, this is going to be just fine when I repackage him. One of the best possible features of this box is that this beautiful artwork on the back is not marred by any UPC codes, logos, or anything else. This is going right on the scanner to get scanned as high resolution as possible, because I want to keep this as a desktop background or something. This is beautiful. And I do want to give Hasbro's packaging team a lot of credit for making sure that this was not mutilated by a bunch of branding. Thank you. Right this second, I'm not taking him out of the box. So I returned the video to future, well, present, me not right now. So, I just received my Sergeant Slaughter from Entertainment Earth. Yes, I know. I want to give you guys a first impressions. I'm not going to completely depackage this guy right now, because I'm going to kind of revel in the packaging, even though it's, I gotta be honest, it's what I've been asking for with the plasticless packaging. And I'll show you why. Before I do that, I do want to point out that Hasbro, or rather Entertainment Earth, really is stepping up their packaging game. So the shipper box for the actual figure was inside a tight box with good padding. They've really upped their game when it comes to packaging. And given the relatively good experience I had with this figure, arriving in such great condition, I will tentatively forgive Entertainment Earth for all the past problems, for now. However, that doesn't mean I'm going to do business with them anymore. But this is a good kind of, without them probably meaning to, this is a good, shall we say, apology from them, right? So the package itself, it does have actual artwork on it. You got this shiny outer box. You've got some comic book stuff, some imagery from the old box art, an image of the figure, and then an image from the cartoon. This is the kind of thing that I expected to see when we heard about the plasticless packaging. This is what I expected to see on the Marvel Legends and so forth. And I didn't know we were going to get them in classifieds, and now they're here, and I gotta say, this box makes me happy that I haven't been saving the packages from other classifieds, because I won't feel bad if I throw this out. That said, it might be worth keeping the front at least, because it's a nice piece of artwork. And the back has a nice, good imagery of the figure himself. There's not a lot of clutter on here. It's actually one of the nicer G.I. Joe classified packages, despite not being able to see the figure. Now, to my surprise, we do not have the same nonsense that I saw with the Peter Parker and Ben Leeds package. When I open this, you get two trays. They're both cardboard, okay? But they're totally branded. It's all sustainable stuff in the back that's going to be much easier to remove because it's all tied together. So I don't have to cut it, and I could use it. But let's look at that figure for a second. That is a great looking Sarge. That is an excellent Sarge. And it's exactly what I wanted when I said I wanted one of these. I love having the Action Force version, and I think that it's a wonderful representation of the man, if not the character. Whereas this is an excellent representation of the character that I grew up with and loved. So I can't be upset about that for a second. Now we've got this Foot Locker looking deal, which is very cool. Again, they don't have to brand these boxes, but when they take the time to do it, that is really special. So I'm going to open this box and just take a look inside. Again, we're not doing a full packaging here. I just want to give you a first impression of what I've got here. Oh, this is cool. Okay. So even the weird little wax paper stuff that accessories come in is branded. Like, they definitely care a hell of a lot more than the Marvel Legends team does. My only problems is that some of the accessories come on these with, like, the tape on it. I don't like that. But it does keep them safe, which is a big plus. I'm not even sure what that... I think those are sunglasses. It's a lot of extra packaging for sunglasses and stuff, but I would rather have extra packaging and things be safe than not have it. And of course, you've got a lot of other parts in here. Let me see if this is taped shut or not. No, it's not taped, but it is sealed. It feels like we've got the hat and the head and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back in here as they were. As you were. I'm going to close that box back up. And it's these little touches that really, for me, make the difference. If you're going to go with, plasticless, windowless packaging, this is the way to do it. I'm not a huge fan of the practice, or at least I'm not a huge fan of the practice based upon why they said they're doing it. I think it's horse manure. However, with the classifieds line in particular, at least this particular figure, I do feel that this is a nice package. It's practical. It's branded. It's nice. Not to mention that, just like with a plastic inner shell packaging, if you were to put the cardboard shells back in here, you're filling out the box if you want to keep it. And I gotta be honest, the more I hold this in my hand, the more likely I am to keep this one, because it does have dynamic, original art on it. That's not just a digital render of the figure. This is good. The figure is great. I'm happy with this. This was kind of a last-minute stocking stuffer for myself. When I saw it was back in stock, I was like, I really want this figure. Let's get him. Because that way, my Sergeant Slaughters from Action Force can stay with Action Force. This stays with Classified, and of course there's going to be some crossover. But because of the way that I'm collecting Classified, what I'm looking for is to get those 6-inch representations of the characters that I grew up on. So having a younger Sarge with those toys makes sense to me, and having Action Force as a more modern, post-apocalyptic kind of vibe, that's over there. I like that. And they can still mix and match if I want them to. So, real happy with this. I don't know if you're going to ever see this in stock anywhere else, but if you do, I can recommend picking this up. It's well packaged, and Entertainment Earth did the right thing and got it to me in good condition with this nice Hasbro shipper box, which I normally don't care about. But this is a nice enough box, and I'm impressed enough with everything that I'm just going to seal that sucker right back up and keep it like that until I'm ready to actually depackage it at some point. Which, and I gotta be honest, I'm not in a rush to do. Because why would I put him in a bag and into a bin if I intend to keep the box? Which at this point I do. So now I have this shipper box that holds the box, holds the figure, doesn't take up any more space. I can just put them over here and call it good. I realize that I've been talking more about the packaging than the figure himself. I think that the general consensus on this figure is that he's really good. Relative to the price, that's a different debate. I certainly paid more for him than I would have liked. But it wasn't a second-hand thing or a huge markup or whatever. It's just that their base price on this figure was a lot higher than it needed to be. But that's the thing, nostalgia tax. We have to make our decisions on what we want. And in this case, I really, really wanted this. And I said it was worth the extra $10 to get that figure. And to see the package be in as good a condition as it is, and a package that I'm proud to display, or at least keep around, it doesn't make up for the $10, but at least shows me that they really put a lot of effort into this particular figure, and it bodes well for future releases in a windowless world. So, not a slam dunk, but hell of a good layup, or a three-pointer, using basketball terminology. So Hasbro, I'm happy with this. Entertainment Earth, I forgive you. We'll see about maintaining a relationship in the future. In the meantime, guys, may all your card backs be straight, may all your grinds be merry, and may you be able to find anything you're looking for at any given time at a price you feel is reasonable. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. Love you guys. Take care. Special thanks to our patrons and members who you're seeing on the screen now. Thank you so much for your support. It really helps.